I just made another video. It's probably the last video that I uploaded before this one, talking about my journey on this fucking platform. And I wanted to make this video because I had a thought. So I'm at roughly 40K on my main channel right now, and 20K, about 20K on my other channel, whatever, right? And I built this over the course of like 4 years, like really longer. We ain't gonna talk about all that. Go look at that video to see the whole journey. But in that time, I've kind of did feels like almost everything. Like when I first started, I got into those Reddits and did sub for sub. Don't do sub for subs. If there is a sub for sub Reddit, don't ever join it. This is my advice to any up and coming YouTuber. Don't do it because I'm gonna promise you this: those sub for subs, your sub count is gonna go up. But they're not gonna watch your videos, so your videos aren't gonna do better and drive in new subs. Don't do that shit, right? But with that, I did subscribe to a lot of other people that was on the same journey as me all them years ago. And recently, I went back and looked at a lot of them, right? I looked at their channels and I realized, nigga, I'm kind of one of the last ones still doing it. Like, a lot of them haven't uploaded in 8 years or so. And I'm just like, damn, was I the craziest one out of everybody? Like, was I the most crazy nigga in the loony house? This would happen? But then I also was like, I look back at those Reddits, those like subreddits, and one that kind of stuck out was the small like YouTuber subreddit. Right? And someone, this was a couple years ago. I was like at 20K when I did this. But I remember someone being around my size asking about 20K subs being, small or not. And everybody like unanimously said, no, 20K is not small. That's where today's video kind of came into my mind. I thought about my whole journey so far. Because again, if you don't blitz up to 500K or 600K or whatever, you feel each level of YouTube, right? And so I'm gonna just break it down for you. I'm gonna just say it blatantly. 0 to 100K, nigga, you don't. I hate to say it like this, but you kind of don't exist on YouTube. Keep uploading, keep finding a good fight, but you really don't exist. Like people who don't upload can get 100 to 1,000. I mean, the numbers going up. Really ain't influencing things unless you got like a super viral video. We're not talking about no super viral video. We talking about people who are growing from 0 views to 10 views to maybe 50 views, 100 views, 200 views. Though that path, because the super viral one is so rare, and there is no like understanding, and no, you can't teach someone that unless you went viral for like a very specific thing, right? So up to 100 to 1,000, you really ain't shit, bro. 1,000 to 10,000, you ain't shit still, bro. You really ain't. Like 1,000 to 10,000, you might make $100, maybe two. You have a good video, and you like, oh man, $100 or $200, that's a lot. No, bro. If you a grown adult, like if you a kid, don't listen to none of this. You a kid, but as an adult, or even if you in college years, like that $100 or $200, especially in this economy, ain't shit. That's a bill, or that's food. 2 weeks, and then it's gone. And so then you move up to the 20s, 30s, 40Ks, where I am now. And you do make a little bit more money, but it ain't livable money. You still gonna have your day job. You doing this shit part-time still. You should be. And, eventually you'll get up to that 100K. Now, I've always heard that when you get to 100K, that's where you really start making more money, where you can kind of start considering a full-time thing out of it, which thinking about where I am and thinking about that's kind of like double or maybe we can say triple where I'm currently sitting, I still wouldn't be confident in it being my full time job. Like if anything, I might do it full time and then have a part time job. It's like it's changing the scales. That's all it's doing. And so maybe around 200K, yeah, that's when you can consider this shit full time for real, for real. 300K, yeah, you're actually getting to that larger to big category. But again, in that subreddit, they agreed that 20K is so big, it's so big. I even went to a wedding for one of my friends, and I was talking to people because I didn't have my phone, but I wanted him, or I didn't have my Steam account or whatever, and I don't remember none of my Xbox and PlayStation things. He wanted to play video games with me, so I was like, "Fuck it, what do I remember? My YouTube name." So I was like, "Just go to my channel and drop a comment, and I'm gonna put it in on my account when I get home." And I did it. I don't have an ego. I was gonna play. I'm going to play with him, but he was like, "Bro, you got 40K? Holy shit!" I'm like, "Yeah, I got 40K." And like he was telling a couple other people, and they was like, "Wow." I'm like, not really a wow. And then, but maybe it's because I like for them who don't have YouTube channels or not making content, 40K is crazy. But for someone who's in the mud, 40K is not what people think 40K is. I feel like people look at 40K like it's 200K. And again, I don't want people to think that I'm ungrateful for this shit ever, but I just want to put it in perspective for every aspiring content creator. Your journey is not for 40K. It is for 300K. It is for a million. If you want to, like, I'll put it like this: I'm never at 40K. I'm never gonna be able to buy a Lambo. I don't want to buy a Lambo, but I'm not gonna be able to buy a Lambo at 40K. No, that's not how that works. Um, but yeah, I just know that again, being in that subreddit and people saying, "Oh, 20K is so big, you shouldn't be here." They should. They should. They're still trying to figure out the algorithm, trying to figure out how to make a name for themselves, trying to figure out how to get to that next level. And yeah, it just kind of just stuck out to me, bro. I just wanted to kind of talk about that. Tips do I have for other content creators? I'm still figuring it out myself, OG. I'm still figuring it out myself. Do your thing. Try to become as viral as possible, and don't look at other YouTubers as your enemy. But they are something that you have to kind of compete with. All right, you're competing with them now. You can collaborate with them, and y'all have a good time together and grow together. That's fine. That's again, they're not your enemies. They're not your opponents. But understand that to get to the bigger numbers, you got to figure out how to stand out above them. And I think that's about it. I just want to talk about the size, like perspective that people have over YouTube. So fuck it, we gonna talk about another part, bro. I just thought about it. Yeah, this is how this is gonna go. Another part of the journey of YouTube that I want people to realize is the fall off. I think that we really need to talk about the fall off because there is like Corey Kenshin. He ain't fell off yet. All right, Dashy ain't fell off. A lot of people ain't fell off, but I'm not gonna name the ones who I won't say fell off, but lost a lot of momentum. Right? Because I mean, the fall off is inevitable. Like J. Cole, you gonna be hot, but that heat ain't gonna last forever, bro. But a lot of people once they make it to that next level, I don't know what they do when they on they downtime. I don't know what they do outside of YouTube. Me, I'm not. If I ever make it to the top, it's not the only thing I'm doing. I got to do other stuff because I know the fall off is coming. Hopefully, they start the same way. I know I've heard stories of other ones who haven't, who they got they nice cars and nice house and all that, and now they foreclosing on it. That's neither here or there. I'm not gonna talk about any of that. And I promise you, if you think it's you, it's not. I promise you that. 'Cause I don't know who gonna see this video. No one might see it, bro. I don't know. But yeah, that the fall off happens where you went from getting millions of views to barely making 100,000. Shit, some of them barely break 10K. And I think about that too as I'm growing. Like I'm going, if I ever hit a million, which I pray I hit a million, what's after that? And to anybody watching this who still wants to be a content creator, once you hit a million, they can change it up. You gotta figure out something else to go viral, bro. Till the embers burn out. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of I feel like moist critical when I end these videos. That's just what I wanted to talk about. The journey here on this platform and with content creation. All right, to anybody who watch this and still, aspire to it, good luck. To anybody who I demotivated, I'm not telling you to stop. Just think about, is this what you really want to do? There's nothing else.